Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Pincore Communal, where we have well-known expertise and scholars ready to guide you. In this video, we will be learning about ESP8266, a Wi-Fi module. So about ESP8266, in this video, first we will look into the introduction part about the Wi-Fi module. Then the physical appearance on how it looks. Then comes the pinning out of ESP8266 module. Then we'll look into how to use it, interfacing the ESP8266 with Arduino, then how to set up a connection, then the features. So now introduction about ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. ESP8266 is a Wi-Fi enabled system-on-chip module developed by Espressif System. It is mostly used for development of IoT, that is Internet of Things embedded applications. ESP8266 module is a low-cost standalone wireless transceiver that can be used for endpoint IoT developments. It supports both TCP and IP and also microcontrollers. It is actually used as an external Wi-Fi module for the microcontroller. To communicate with ESP8266 module, microcontroller needs to use a set of AT commands. Microcontroller communicates with ESP826601 module using UART having specified baud rate. Before explaining about the ESP8266 working and interfacing, let us look into the physical appearance of ESP8266 module. Here on the screen, which you can see, is how the Wi-Fi module looks. So coming to the front view, at the front of the chip or the module, we have the SoC, that is system on chip, embedded on the module, and for the back view we have the pins where it will be named out. So now let us pin out ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. First, ground pin, which is connected to the ground of the circuit. Next comes the transmitter pin, which is connected to the receiver pin of the microcontroller to upload the program. It can also act as general purpose input-output pin when it is not used as a transmitter. Next is GPIO2, general purpose input-output pin. Then comes chip enable, which is always active high. Next, GPIO0, general purpose input-output pin. It takes module into serial programming when held low during the startup. Next comes the reset pin. It resets the module whenever required. Then comes receiver pin, which is a general purpose input-output pin, can act as GPIO pin when it is not used as receiver. Next comes VCC, which is connected to 3.3 volts only. After this, a patch antenna is present on the module, which is a low profile directional radio antenna, and it is always used for indoor locations covering single floor offices or stores and small studios. So let's start and understand how to use ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. ESP8266 module works only with 3.3 volts. Anything more than 3.7 volts would kill the module. Hence, be cautious with your circuits. The best way to program an ESP01 is by using the FTDI board that supports 3.3 volts programming. If you don't have, I would recommend you to have one For time being, you can also use an Arduino board. Voltage regulator for 3.31 volts could be used that could supply a minimum of 500 milliamps. So after understanding ESP8266 Wi-Fi module, we will now understand how to interface ESP8266 module with Arduino. The diagram below is the interfacing of it. The next picture might show you the exact pin connections of the two. So here in this picture you can see clearly how the ESP8266 module is connected to Arduino board. In this picture, whatever you can see, a simple task can be performed like receiving or sending some data using your phone or laptop or anything. So to interface, you have to follow the steps which I am telling now. So the first connection would be between the VCC or the power pins of ESP module and the Arduino board. So the power pin of ESP is connected to the power pin of Arduino board. Next comes the ground pins. So the black wire or the ground pin of ESP is connected to the ground of Arduino Uno. So next the transmitter and the receiver pins. So the transmitter pin of ESP is connected to the pin number 3 of Arduino board, and the receiver of ESP is connected to the pin 2 of Arduino board. Then the ESP's receiver pin goes to the Arduino board's ground pin. Once everything is set up, you would notice that your ESP8266 Wi-Fi will be available within the range of your phone. So next, the setting up of connection is explained something like this. Download the TCP client for your Android. Then from your phone, connect to your ESP8266 Wi-Fi. If your ESP8266 Wi-Fi is not displayed from available Wi-Fi networks, make sure your Arduino is running and everything is connected correctly. If not, then troubleshoot your ESP module. Once connected, get the static IP address. You can check the ESP's IP by going to Wi-Fi settings of your phone and click the network info. Open TCP client you downloaded earlier. Create connection by clicking connect, then add ESP's IP and port as I told earlier. Wait for the TCP console to say or show connected. Now feed the program to the Arduino, which will be practically working with ESP8266. So this is how the interfacing of Wi-Fi and phone is possible. There are many other applications which are possible through this concept. So that was just a small application which I explained, and it is a basic interfacing of the ESP8266 module. So now here are the few features of ESP8266 module. So the operating voltage of the module is 3.3 volts. Anything above that would kill the module. Operating current is 215 milliamps. The SoC on the module is expressive. Then the RAM is 32 KB, DRAM 80 KB and flash is 200 KB. The Wi-Fi has a frequency of 2.4 GHz with a radio waves station or the AP. The peripherals which are there or any extra peripherals used are GPIO, UART, I2C, SPI, which I've already discussed. I hope you have understood about ESP8266 module. If you have any queries, drop a mail to info@pincore.in or reach us on 9686963065. Or to become a volunteer member, try to drop down to the below location. Thank you for watching and stay tuned till next session.